Hello, that was a question. Yeah, when are you writing the exam of 303? When? Yes, on Friday, second week. The ES301 you are writing on Monday. And then, okay, then just let me know. As for the ES301, let me know when we should meet us for doing the same for the ES303. So we can then actually just meet on the next, in the second week, on Wednesday or on Thursday. Yeah? Because then you are writing on Friday. So and for those things, I mean, I will put it then also on Moodle. You should then bring the test paper with, yeah? So the test for both tests in both classes, yeah? And then we are going through the questions, and I'm giving you then the correct answers, yeah? So yeah, let's continue now. We stopped last week with the andesites, yeah, now Satan is not here, and I stopped actually last week with the andesites because I could not show you an andesite with a legislates andesite, and today everybody disappeared. So and here there is also no legislates andesite in today here. I mean, this is not a very nice piece, but it's nothing. So I mean, you have different andesites. You can have plagioclase andesites. You can have pyroxene andesites. So, and if we are talking about the plagioclase andesite, I mean, the andesite itself is very, very fine-grained. You know this now from the field, and I will show you also then. When we are going to the field, I will show you also andesites. Yeah, I mean, the whole islands are full with andesites and schurschunites. So, and the plagioclase, and then you can have in the plagioclase andesite, you can find the white needles inside, and then the white needles are bigger than the minerals in the matrix. Yeah, you can just see it with the naked eye, just giving it around. Yeah. So, and that is because the plagioclase does have a lower density than the surrounding melt, and then I told you this now a couple of times, the plagioclases are floating then up in the magma chamber, yeah? So whereas if you have a pyroxene andesite, then the pyroxene has a higher density compared to the surrounding melt, and then the pyroxenes are sinking to the bottom of the magma chamber, yeah? And of course, yeah, the andesite, I found a piece, but then you have a better piece, the plagioclase andesite. So, and then you can have a mixture of both. Of course, you can have pyroxene needles inside as well as plagioclase needles. So, and therefore, one have to think about how this can be. That can be, you have your magma chamber, yeah? So, for example, one scenario would be you have your magma chamber, yeah? So, and then you have your plagioclase needles. The plagioclase needles, they are floating up, yeah, to the top of the magma chamber because they do have a lower density compared to the surrounding melt, yeah. I showed you this now a couple of times, yeah, in ES301 and then in ES303 as well, how it works, yeah, with the density, and we discussed in class before the midterm break all the physical properties, yeah, and there I told you the Stokes law, and I told you about the fractionation, the differentiation, the contamination, the assimilation, and blah blah blah. So Now we have removed the plagioclase from the melt, yeah, and the plagioclase is floating up. So, but only in mafic to intermediate melts, yeah. If you have a more silica-rich melt, the plagioclase will not float up because a more silica-rich melt has a lower density, yeah. So, and then the plagioclase is just somewhere swimming around. So, but now we have a more intermediate andesite, and I told you in class last week, such an andesite can have shown a high variation in SiO2, and the SiO2 concentration in such an andesite varies between 53 and 63 weight %. So, and now we are making the pyroxene, the autopyroxene, and the autopyroxene is just sinking to the bottom of this magma chamber. So, and then you have a fractionation and a differentiation process, yeah. So, but now we are running around on the Earth's surface as we are doing this in 2 weeks, yeah. I think I will put in the dates when we are going to the field also on the Google, yeah. So, and then we are running then around there, and then you can find andesites which contain only plagioclase needles inside. Then you know the melt comes from this upper part, yeah, and it was just erupting. So if you have andesites which contain only pyroxene, then you have probably 2 eruption phases, yeah. So at first the melt with the plagioclase andesite was removed, then the melt in another eruption phase or later on with the pyroxene andesite has to be removed. So, and then you have andesites which contain both the plagioclase and the pyroxene. So, and that means we have one eruption phase, and the eruption starts here, and then this melt has sampled the pyroxenes and it has sampled the plagioclase, yeah? So, and these are then such relationships which you have to figure out when we are sitting or standing in the field, yeah? ZN has now a lot of plagioclase andesites, very beautiful ones, and there you can see, I saw it just from here, you can see these huge needles of plagioclase inside. So, and then I told you something about the Pohm fractionation last week. That is the Pohm fractionation. So, and the P, that is for the plagioclase, the O is for the autopyroxene, the A is for the amphibole, and the N is for the magnetite, yeah? That is the Pohm fractionation. So that means you are removing the plagioclase is here, then you are removing the OPX is sinking down, you are forming the amphibole in a later stage while you have fractionated your melt more and more, because you know by now an amphibole is a hydrous mineral, there's one on H2 group inside, so when the water becomes then enriched, while we are fractionating, while we are differentiating our melt, and then you are forming the amphibole. So, and then you have the magnetite, and the magnetite is not a silicate, the magnetite is an oxide containing iron, magnesium and iron. So, but in general, we do not have, there is no iron enrichment So then there's no iron enrichment during fractionation. Then we have low titanium concentration. So, but we have an andesite problem. So, in the andesite problem is where does the andesite or the andesites coming from? So because you have then the high silica values, yeah, compared to basalt, andesites showing SiO2 enrichment. So, and I told you these andesites can have up to 63 or 64 weight percent of silica, yeah? So, and I mean, if these andesites are formed in an area where you have a continental crust, then one can argue that these andesites, the melt of the andesites has been contaminated with continental crustal material, yeah? So, and if you have the contamination with continental crustal material, then you can have an enrichment in SiO2, yeah? Because the continental crust has a lot of SiO2. So, but if we are now running around on our field trip, then we have a lot of andesites. I mean, you have here the socionites, we have andesites, we have actually here high potassium andesites. Yeah? So, and if there is a contamination with the continental crust, then you will also have high potassium values, yeah? Because in the continental crust you have a lot of potassium. So, but if you are now in 2 weeks, we will just run around here, and you will see a lot of andesites and socionites. So, and then here in the island arcs, we do not have any contamination with the continental crust, yeah, because the next continent is far away, yeah. So, but you have here also, and that you will then see also in 2 weeks, the tonalites, yeah, and the tonalites, they do not have that much potassium. They are these plagioclase granites, yeah. So, and there we are talking about, especially here in BT11, that we have now, we are just forming here a microcontinent, yeah. And the time will come when all the Fiji Islands collide with each other, then it is even bigger, yeah. You saw it also on Wednesday in the movie Making a Planet, when a lot of these small pieces colliding together, then you are forming a bigger piece, yeah. And finally you are forming the supercontinent, yeah. So, and I will show you this then, how it looks like in the field during our field trip. So these andesites has a high silica enrichment, and they have also potassium enrichment. So, and there is then andesite, double dot, there is no contamination and interaction with the continental crust. To explain the high or the enrichment of SiO2, or let us say better, in SiO2 and potassium. Because, no, not an arrow, because andesites are also found in Iceland arcs. Yep, and that's what you can see here in Fiji, yeah? So, but the other thing, how we can then explain the formation of andesite, that is the fractionation of our belt, yeah? So at first we are forming a basalt and a gabbro, yeah? That is what you can see here in the Yaruba Creek. Then there you have the gabbro, and the gabbro, that is oceanic crust. So in the oceanic crust was formed here about 45 or 46 million years ago. So then at the same outcrop you will see the tonalites, and the tonalites are formed from the same parental magma like the gabbros, because I know this, because I have measured it. So, and then you have the formation of the andesites, and the andesites varying in age here between 6.5 and 39 million years here in Mittelmeer. The others are much younger, yes, I mean, in Kandaru they are just 2,000 years old, even younger. So, and that is then the fractionation, everything within your magma chamber. Yes, here we have the tonalite, you can just give it around, yeah, because you will see then these rocks again in 2 weeks. And there we will discuss this in the field. the sequence of the fractionation of an andesite sequence goes from andesite to dacite and finally to rhyolite. So, and you know by now, I mean, these are extrusivas, and you know by now the counterpart of the extrusivas here, they are then here, for example, for the rhyolite, the counterpart for the rhyolite, that is then the granite. Yeah? If the melt becomes stuck somewhere, it will crystallize out very slowly, and then chemically you are forming then here a granite, here you are forming a more granodiorite, and from the underside you are forming then more a gabbrohedron. But you can also classification of andesites regarding the potassium oxide concentration. So in that I showed you also last week what that means. That is geographically the K2O concentration increase from the trench. So, and that is the Benioff zone, yeah? Then we have here K, and we have here H, and K, that is the potassium concentration. And H, that is the depth of the Benioff zone. KH correlation. That is the depth of the Benioff zone. Yep. So, and I showed you last week this figure, yeah? You remember this. So are you done with this, yeah? So now we are coming to our last chapter, and then we are done with the ES303. The last chapter, these are then the granites. So in most of the granites, they are formed at the continental, at the active continental rims. So in the granite, that is actually a granites are granitic, and that is actually a textural classification. So in granites, the mineralogy of granites you have granites which contain to more as 90% of quartz, albite, autoclase, and anorthite, yeah? Then you have granites which contain more than 80% quartz, albite, and autoclase. So then you have different variations or varieties. Varieties is maybe better. No, that's not good because then we have spelling problems here. So we have a migmatite. And the migmatite migmatites having or showing a coarse-grained mixture of quartz and feldspar. Then we have the applied granite. And the applied granite with a T here and not with a D. The applied granite is a fine grained mixture of quartz and feldspar. So then we have the Kugel granite. And you know a Kugel, that is a sphere, like a ball, yeah? So but the granite is named after the German word Kugel, and that is because probably a German found the or classified this granite, yeah? So in the Kugel granite shows a concentric shales. And that stands for a rhyptic crystallization. So that means you have there a shale, then you have the next shale, and then you have the next shale. Yep. So then you have the Rabakiri granite. So in the Rabakiri granite, that is called after the location, and Rabakiri, that is a location in Finland, yeah. So in this was then probably found this time not by a German geologist. This one was then found probably by a geologist from Finland. So in the Rabakiri granite shows the formation of such a thing. So and in the center we have an autoclase, and at the rim we are forming a plagioclase. So the plagioclase is growing around the autoclase, yeah? And then last not least, I'm making it just here, we have the Schrift granite. So in the Schrift granite, that is word after the German word Schrift. So, and because that was then not found by a Finnish geologist, that was then described by a German geologist again. So this Schrift granite showing this runenartig sind the runen, you know, I mean the Schrift that is just the writing down of the sentence, yeah? So that is just, that is the Schrift. So I think that every sentence contains a word, and these words are put together by letters, yeah? So in the way how these letters are arranged, that it's the Schrift. How is it called in English? The Schrift. If you are writing something, everybody has his own Schrift. You know the style you are writing. The what? The text. No, the text that is one sentence after the next one. The way you are writing. So I'm writing now my name, yeah. And the style how I'm writing this. The what? Can you say it more loud? Cursive. I don't know if this is the right explanation. But maybe that's the cursive. So you are saying, for example, she has good cursive and she has bad cursive. Isn't this the style? Yeah. So, and that is the way how these minerals in the Schrift granite are connected to each other. So I think I have now explained it well. So, and that is, for example, how then the quartz, the feldspar, and the albite arranged. That is then a cursive arrangement. So these are now different types of granites, how you can distinguish them by macroscopical arrangements, yeah? Because you can see how if this quartz and feldspar and albite crystals are arranged in a cursive way, then you can see if this granite is fine-grained, then you can observe if this granite is coarse-grained, and then you can, then you can observe if you have such a concentric crystallization, yeah, and you can observe if you have such a structure where you have autoclase in the center, and this autoclase is then ringed by plagioclase. Yeah, these are observations which you can just make, hammering a rock, watching the rock, and then if you are looking more exactly, you can then use a hand lens. Yeah. So that is now the classification of variations, what you can just observe in the field. So, but then we can do more. We can make we can distinguish the different crystallizations. So, and that is then a chemical classification. So we have the crystallization, that is a chemical classification. So therefore, we have the magmatic crystallization. And there we are starting at a different temperature. So when this magmatic crystallization takes place at a temperature ranging between 900 degrees Celsius and 600 degrees Celsius. So, and then we have one feldspar granites. So in the one feldspar granites are formed at high temperature. So and then the next thing is we have two feldspar granites. And they are forming then comparable to lower temperatures. And these two feldspar granites, they are showing pertites. So if you know what a pertite is by now, you have here one feldspar, and then you have exsolution lamelles inside from another feldspar. You have, for example, here a K-feldspar, and then here you have the exsolution of a plagioclase, yeah? So, and later on, you are forming then the pegmatites. And you know by now what the pegmatite is. They are forming then between below 600 degrees Celsius to 500 degrees Celsius. And they are coarse-grained. So that I can remove this. So then we have our granites. Granites are related to orogenies. So orogenies, that is everywhere where you have a mountain building process. Where you have a mountain building process, that is where you have a collision zone, yeah? Where you have a collision zone. And then we have we have tectonic granites. Syntectonic, or we can also say orogenic granites. Granites. Syntectonic or orogenic granites. They are often in situ. They are often in situ. That means they are out of tone. So what means this? That I will show you just now in this sketch. So here, for example, we have a granite. So here we have now a lens of granite, yeah? So in these syntectonic or orogenic granites, they are always related within the faulting zone. So within faulted sequences. So in everywhere where we have the deformation, I mean this deformation takes place under huge pressure, and then you are increasing the temperature, and at a certain point your surrounding material starts to melt, yeah? So and therefore you have some deformation. Therefore you have some deformation, and when you have deformation, as I told you, you will increase the pressure and the temperature, and while you are increasing the pressure and the temperature, then metamorphism takes place, yeah? And you know by now from ES306 and from ES303 what is metamorphism, yeah? So and then metamorphism will take place, and some parts of your rock material become molten. Yeah? So if you have a belt, and afterwards you will cool down your belt, and then you have a solid rock. So these are then orogenic or syntectonic granites, and the contact here between the contact between the granitic body and the surrounding contact zone is very unsharp. Yep. So it is not such a contact. There is a contact zone, and this contact zone is very unsharp. So, and therefore we are making now such a contact zone. Yes. And that is very unsharp. Yeah. So that means in terms of age, so if you like to figure out if this is now for 100% such a synorganic or syntectonic granite, what you think what is the best thing to do? The best thing to do is now you have to figure out the age. So what's the age of the granitic body, and what's the age of this when the metamorphism took place? Yeah. So therefore, I mean, if you are taking the age of your granite, then you can use, for example, circle. Yeah. Because the circle will crystallize out in a granitic belt. So here, if you like to get the age for when the deformation took place, then you have to date certain minerals which has been formed during the deformation phase. Yeah. So and therefore you have to select them very, very carefully, because you will not date the age when the protolite of these surrounding rocks has been formed. Yeah, you would like to have the age when the deformation took place. So such minerals which will be formed during deformation, that could be, for example, a biotite or an antibody. Yeah? So these are the syntectonic or synorogenic granites. So that is then at the same time. Did you get this? Yeah? So, but then we have also number B, or letter B, yeah, that is the B. We have the post-orogenic granites. So, and what means post? I mean, we have Mr. Postman, yeah? But the postman has nothing to do with the post here. We have pre, and pre, if we are talking about pre, then we have before, then we have soon, that is at the same time, and what means that post? Post means afterwards, yeah? So, and afterwards, it looks then like this. We have it now here, the emplacement of a granite. So, and then this granitic belt is rising up and is just running through the crust here and here. That is just popping out of the Earth's surface. So, and then you have here some older crustal units, yeah. So, and then they are these older crustal units, they are just cut it up. So, and then we have there the most dominant occurrence and the most dominant occurrence of such huge bodies, these are batholites. Batholites, and they occur mainly in northwestern US, and they are huge bodies. At the contact zone here, we have temperatures ranging between 300 degrees Celsius and 500 degrees Celsius. Though, and these batholites, or these huge plutons cutting older bodies. I mean, these older bodies, they can be of magmatic origin, or they can be already metamorphosed bodies, or they could be sedimentary rocks, yeah? So, and these huge batholites, they are just running through and cutting all the older surrounding bodies discordant up. So, and then we have now set A, that we are the subtectonic granites. Then we set B, these are the post-tectonic granites. So, and then we have to say now C. C, and that is A, tectonic granites. So an A tectonic granites, these are then granites which we find at intraplates. So in these A tectonic granites you have them, for example, you can find them in Nigeria, and where else do you think we can find them? You will find them in 2 weeks on Monday. So, and then these are the tonalites from Yamuna Creek, yeah? So then we can also write behind Nigeria, we can write with 11. So an intraplate granites are related to crystallization fractionation and differentiation of mantle melts of mantle derived melts. So, and then we have a last thing. I'm making this now in green because there is now another point. The origin of a granitic melt. Therefore, we distinguish between I-type granite and S-type granite. So, and what do you think, for what does this I stand for? This I stands for igneous. So that is an igneous mantle source, yeah? Or not a mantle source, but it is an igneous melt. So, and that has low aluminium concentrations. So, for what do you think stands then this S for? That is for the sedimentary. So that means we have sediments, and these sediments becoming then molten, and then you are forming from the sediment melts, a melt. Yeah? So and this melt is then rising up, and when it is crystallizing, then you are forming also a granite, but this granite is then the S-type granite and not an I-type of granite, and that is sedimentary. So and these are sedimentary granites, and they have a high aluminium concentration. So you can now distinguish tectonically between three granites. These are the synorogenic or syntectonic granites. Then we had discussed the post-tectonic granites. Then I showed you what an atectonic granite is. So and then you have the different origin of the melt. You can have a melt which is then just an inchless melt. So and then you crystallize the granite with a low aluminium concentration. So or you can, for example, if you have a subduction and your sediments from the oceanic floor becomes the metamorphosed, and then they are becoming molten, then you are forming an S-type granite. So and now we are done. So then we will see you, or then I will see you on that Wednesday or Thursday before the examination. Yeah, I will also put it then on Moodle. Then we can meet us here. You just let me know at which time, and then we can meet us here, and then we will discuss all the questions from the two tests. So, and that is then actually the best preparation for the examination. So, and Satan will then upload, let us say, on Monday.